Hey, Kage back again. Today we're going to talk about Helldivers, and more specifically about Helldivers' some issues with it and something I would think would benefit the game, or maybe not, just my opinion. So first off, let's start with the multiplayer. I've been in a couple of games in multiplayer where I've been kicked out just because I didn't bring the right stuff, or just because I went off and did some side objectives, interacting with points of interest instead of going for a straight up mission and being done with it. Which is why I play mostly solo unless I am in a group of friends. Because getting a team with randoms that would play with you in a way that you do side objectives plus explore the points of interest if the time allows is, in my case, extremely difficult. So I prefer to play solo. And with that, I would like to have an option when you play solo to interact with bunkers without two people. In a sense that maybe you can call somebody down from a stratagem in order to activate a bunker and that's its only function, or having an extra button where a single person can activate it as long as it is a single player lobby. If there's one more than one person, then that button is not available anymore, or something like that. In that case, people who play solo would not miss out on the bunker. And it's like I said, it's not just because people play solo, it's because a lot of people just do not do side objectives or anything. They just go straight for the main mission and dip out. And that makes for somebody like me who likes to explore the map, or when we get the side objective that reveals the points of interest, go straight to the points of interest, not be able to do that because they'll just call in the shuttle and leave and be done with it. Which is unfortunate, and that's why I prefer playing solo over randoms. And with that, when I mentioned the kicking, I would personally suggest some sort of a vote kicking system. Like if you're inside the mission already, like on the ground fighting, then there should be a vote to kick presence there. And on the ship, once you're after the mission done, you can kick whoever you want with no votes. In that way, I think it will prevent from people who are like, yeah, it's a level 5 person joining, kicking them out in the mission. They can kick them out after the mission, but you at least play together. Or maybe after that they'll be like, level 5 did good, we'll continue. And I know there are trolls out there, that's why I suggested the second option. Once you're on the ship, you can kick them out. Because in that case, you're not stuck with them for the rest of your ship, which I would not advise. Anyways, it's like, I just don't like it when people are getting kicked when you are fighting down on the ground. I'd much more rather be like, you'd be able to kick only once you're outside the mission. And it's like, that's, in my opinion, a friendlier system than the current system we have in the game. And now let's go to the armors. I did like what they brought up with the heavy armor, like the changes to its armor. I can now withstand a couple of shots from a missile launcher, which I find quite nice since I prefer heavier classes in games slash heavier armor in this case. And I would still think the armor is lacking compared to the moment sacrifices it makes. So we would either need to increase something like the ammo capacity it carries, or grenades and heavy ammo carries, or reduce the amount of stamina reduction that they've placed upon it. Because currently, as much stamina as the heavy ammo tanks is not equal to the armor capabilities it has. So you sacrifice essentially more than you get. And in that case, I would think something to do with stamina, like maybe a faster regen on stamina instead of us punishing, or just a little bit longer or a little bit more stamina in this case would be nice. And in all honesty, that would make heavier armor more viable for more people, rather than just those that really like to play with heavy armors. I would also, um, I mean, maybe in the future they'll brought in some vehicles for this, but I would also like an option for some like a ground vehicle you can use for transporting around, or an increase to mission time to 60 minutes instead of 40 minutes, because oftentimes when I play with a group, we can do everything on the higher difficulties if we had the extra 10 to 20 minutes. But instead we're lacking time because of all the encounters and so on. So the extra 10 to 20 minutes would fix that issue in general, but that's just my opinion. And I'd say I'll be done with the video for today. I'll see you guys next time.